Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. All right, guys, got a breaking news report coming out from Russia that I want to share with you. We're going to talk about Russia's former president, Dmitry Medvedev. That's him right there in the photo on the left side of your screen. And he's currently the deputy chairman of the Security Council out of the Kremlin. And yesterday, he was making some very serious statements regarding nuclear weapons once again. And he was actually claiming that allied nations to Iran could possibly supply nuclear weapons to them. And it makes you wonder if he was actually talking about Russia as well, because clearly Russia is one of the allies to Iran. And he was making some statements and commenting on some of the strikes that happened over the weekend as the U.S. carried out massive attacks onto Iran to strike their nuclear facilities. And Trump was coming out slamming him today. So we're going to talk about this. Take a look at your screen here. Trump responds to Medvedev's claims allies may supply Iran with nukes. President Trump blasted former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev over remarks suggesting Iran's allies could supply it with nuclear warheads as Tehran promises to retaliate for U.S. strikes. So this is pretty crazy. This is actually the first time that I have personally seen Trump come out and comment on anything really with Dmitry Medvedev. This is numerous times now that Medvedev would come out and talk about nuclear weapons. I mean, he's talked about things about nuking the United States, nuking countries in Europe, just using the nuclear word so many times and just throwing it out there like it means nothing. And Trump is finally commenting on him and bashing him for it. So I want to show you guys some of this information. We're going to jump into this real quick. I've got a few things on X that I want to share with you here. So for more translated, Dmitry Medvedev, commenting on the U.S. strikes on Iran, claims that some countries are now ready to directly supply Iran with their nuclear arsenal, and that overall, Iran hasn't suffered but has only grown stronger, in short of the usual rhetoric from Russian propaganda. So this was Medvedev on Telegram, and I want to show you guys this. He put a list of 10 things here, and it says, what did the Americans achieve with their night strike on 3 points in Iran? Number one, critical infrastructure of the nuclear cycle appears to have suffered little or no damage. Number two, enrichment of nuclear materials, and now we can say directly, and future production of nuclear weapons will continue. Three, a number of countries are ready to directly supply Iran with their nuclear weapons. So pay attention to that one. That was the big one here. Number four, Israel is under attack. Explosions are thundering. People are in panic. Number five, the U.S. is drawn into a new conflict with the prospect of a ground operation. Number six, Iran's political regime has been preserved, and it is highly likely that it has become stronger. Number seven, the people are consolidating around the spiritual leadership, even those who did not sympathize with him. Number eight, Trump, who came as a peacemaker president, started a new war for the United States. Number nine, the absolute majority of countries in the world are against the actions of Israel and the United States, And number 10, with such success, Trump will never see the Nobel Peace Prize, even despite all the venality of this nomination. A good start. Congratulations, Mr. President. Okay, so Medvedev basically coming out here and bashing on this whole operation where the U.S. carried out these attacks over there and basically stating that even with Israel's involvement and all these strikes over there, they're basically doing nothing to harm the Iranian regime that's currently in power. And if anything, they're taking major hits on their own, like Israel's been getting slammed by ballistic missiles and whatnot. But one of the major things we're talking about here again is number three, where he says a number of countries are ready to directly supply Iran with their nuclear weapons. Now, there's only so many nations in the world that have nuclear weapons, and we know Russia is one of the biggest, if not the largest nuclear stockpile in the world, right? I think they've got more than the U.S. actually. Now, I'm not sure if all of them are active and ready to be used, but they've got the largest nuclear stockpile in the world. So, is he talking about himself that, Russia's going to be supplying these over to Iran? I mean, he doesn't exactly state that here, but then again, there's only so many countries that have nuclear weapons. So I thought that was interesting. And then now we're going to move on here to Praying Medic. Trump responds to Medvedev's threat. Response, Iran being given nuclear weapons. Okay, so take a look at this. This was Trump today on Truth Social. Donald J. Trump. Did I hear former President Medvedev from Russia casually throwing the N-word nuclear and saying that he and other countries would supply nuclear warheads to Iran? Did he really say that, or is it just a figment of my imagination? If he did say that, and if confirmed, please let me know immediately. The N-word should not be treated so casually. I guess that's why Putin's the boss, by the way. If anyone thinks that our hardware was great over the weekend, far and away the strongest and best equipment we have, 20 years advanced over the pack, is our nuclear submarines. They are the most powerful and lethal weapons ever built, and just launched the 30 Tomahawks. All 30 hit their mark perfectly. So, in addition to our great fighter pilots, thank you to the captain and the crew. Okay, so Trump's pretty much coming out here warning Medvedev that the U.S. has these nuclear submarines and these Tomahawk missiles, these cruise missiles, could be fitted with nuclear warheads if they really wanted to, and sending that huge message out to Russia to let Medvedev know not to be talking this way, that they've got these powerful nuclear submarines, right? So he's just kind of bashing on Medvedev here with this whole statement about supplying nuclear warheads over to Iran. And he wants to know personally if Medvedev meant that not only other nations, but possibly even Russia could be supplying these nuclear warheads to the Iranians. So a major escalation here, at least in just rhetoric for right now. And we're starting to see more tensions between Russia and the United States right now. So pretty crazy statement from Trump that I did not expect him to say. Now for Dmitry Medvedev, he responded as well today to Trump's last statement that I just showed you guys. So take a look at this now. Regarding President Trump's concerns, I condemn the U.S. strike on Iran. It failed to achieve its objectives. However, Russia has no intention of supplying nuclear weapons to Iran. Unlike Israel, we are parties to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. I know quite well what this would entail, having overseen our nuclear forces as president, but other countries might, and that's what was said. And we definitely shouldn't be arguing over who has more nukes. All the more so because the New START treaty, which I once signed with the US president, is still in force for now. The question is, what comes next? Okay, so you can kind of see Dmitry Medvedev backpedaling here a little bit and confirming that, yes, okay, we are talking about nuclear weapons going to Iran, but not our nuclear weapons, because he says right here, Russia has no intention of supplying nuclear weapons to Iran, because unlike Israel, we are parties to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Okay, so pretty crazy statements coming out from here. I just wanted to kind of show you guys this feud going back and forth here right now on social media as Trump is bashing Dmitry Medvedev for this statement when he said that other countries might start, or allied countries, that is, to Iran, might start providing nuclear warheads to them. So, yeah, guys, crazy situation here. I'm going to continue to follow this story. If we get more updates here, or if we get more responses from Trump or Medvedev, I will definitely share those with you guys at a later time. But let me know what you think about all these details down below in the comment section. That's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell, that way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.